Welcome to my fragrance show. We'll learn together and grow together. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Welcome to my fragrance show. I am Marshall's Blends Fragrance, and today we're going to be talking about SUDU Te, which means white tea. This is from perfumology.com, perfumology.com, and this is their 5th fragrance. You guys know I love Clutch. That is my number 1, and this is not going to be a first impression. I will show the unboxing, and that was where I first smelled it. This fragrance for me is a really good fragrance. I relearned a phrase which is called phantom note. And so this fragrance has a very, for me, solid phantom note of leather. And it's not supposed to, but it happens. So for me, it's a fruity, floral, aromatic leather fragrance, and the reason for that is because this has 100 different materials in it to create this one scent. I took notes down. SUDU Te white tea. It's inspired by a wedding that near guy who is owner of Perfumology. His mother went to South Sri Lanka. She went to an island there in South Sri Lanka and smelled these wonderful smells and bouquets and wreaths in the wedding, and that was what it reminded her. So some of the materials that are in here are clove, lychee, cinnamon, sandalwood, coconut wood, jasmine sambac, spices. And so the fragrancer or the nose for this fragrance is Justin Federico. It does have an unintentional or a phantom note of rum. And the one thing that Near mentioned is that clove and cinnamon is what possibly creates the phantom note of leather. So I am gonna spray it on again. I did take a shower after going. So let me tell you guys, I went out after I did the unboxing and I sprayed it on I did the book bag strap technique. I went out, had just stopped raining and it was feeling kind of cool outside, but then within an hour, it was hot and humid in the Bronx. I was so happy to be wearing this fragrance because for me, it really does work great as a hot and humid or a rainy day fragrance. I kind of figured it would. It's a tea fragrance, a white tea fragrance. So as I was walking around, let me tell you, the wafts were coming out and I was smelling wonderful. I even went into a fish market store where they sell you the fresh fish and they sell you the fried fish. And when I stepped out, I still smelled good. And you know, that's kind of a good thing. So I'm gonna spray it again. Yeah, it immediately, for me, the opening is a floral, citrus, fruity opening. And then immediately after, I pick up leather or suede, you know, but something in that family. So Near Guy mentions that it lasts about 6 hours. Like his fragrances are made to last at least 6 hours with 3 sprays was what he said specifically. You guys know I don't do 3 sprays. I do my book bag strap technique. So this one is really good. What I can say, and I have learned after, I remember, if you guys remember, I did the Elizabeth Arden haul. I went through it with my friend Sally, and although some of those fragrances were absolutely wonderful because she doesn't like floral fragrances. For her, it was not, it was a miss, you know? So what I learned is sometimes a fragrance can be perfectly blended, absolutely wonderful, smell divine, but not be for a person. Can I tell you something? This is one of those. If you're not into florals, it may not be for you. If you're not into fruity fragrances, it may not be for you. This has 100 materials and it's blended perfectly, so you get a little bit of everything with wonderful phantom notes of rum and leather. Is it boozy? It's not boozy, but it's boozesque, you know? Is it leathery? For me, it is a leather fragrance. That's my nose. Remember what I say. Every nose is like a fingerprint, none are the same. But I will say, if you don't care for florals, this may not be for you. I would say order a decant from Perfumology and see if you like it, all right? But I like it. And now I get a little bit of licorice also, you know? It's just, it macerates so differently. It's one of those fragrances that because it has so many materials and it is so blended beautifully, each time you spray it, it may be a different experience. And there's a lot of fragrances that are like that. What do I give it? I give it a 30, it's between a 35 and a 38. I would say between a 32 and a 38 out of 10. All right, so yes, I would get it for, obviously I got it for myself. I would get it for someone else. But if a person who doesn't care for florals happens to ask me, hey, what are you wearing? Okay, then I would know that they'd be open to it. That's why it gets between 32 and 38, which would be at 8.2 and 8.8. Which is a good score, all right? Does it not clutch out the box for more? Absolutely not. Clutch, remains in my top 5. All I'm saying. Goodbye, my lovely fragrance blenders. I'll see and smell you soon. Shout out to everybody, Siaj, Manda, Mike, Rico, love you guys.